Hello traders, you're welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to be looking at using trend lines for swing trading. So if you are a swing trader, then you might want to stick around as we look into the dynamics of trend lines even in swing trading. Okay, so briefly, let's just be looking at what trend lines are. They are straight lines that connect to a more price point and extend into the future. It's important that when you draw your trend lines, you extend them into the future because they can be relevant later on. Okay, so it helps traders visualize price movement and identify potential trend changes. So it's important to remember that trend lines works with swing highs and swing lows. So basically, when you're drawing your trend lines, you should be aiming at targeting swing highs at least 2 points. Okay, in this case I'm using this point and this point, at least 2 points for lows or for highs. Okay, so that was in the case of lows. Now this is in the case of highs. Okay, I'm using these 2 points to draw this one in the case of highs. Okay, now um when you are drawing your trend line, it's important that you connect at least 2 points. Yeah, because those 2 points are what are going to determine the direction of the trend line. Okay, so for an uptrend line, it's going to be two low points. For a downtrend line, it's going to be two high points. Okay, and mind you that those trend lines are serving as dynamic support and resistance levels. So in this case, this is a dynamic support. In this case, this is a dynamic resistance. Okay, and you can either decide to trade in the direction of the trend, or you can decide to trade breakouts. Trading in the direction of the trend, meaning in the sell trend, you look for sell opportunities when price bounces off the trend line resistance. For a buy trend, you look for buy opportunities when price bounces off the trend line support. Okay, so you use that bounce as your entry signal, and then your stop loss can be below the swing low for a buy or above the swing high for a sell. And then you can use the nearest support and resistance levels to take your profit. Support for a sell and resistance for a buy. If I didn't enter here, I could have exited somewhere around here. Okay, and you can also consider waiting for a break in that trend line to determine your exit. So perhaps if you had entered a buy here, we could have just decided to also wait for price to break below this trend line before exiting. And in the case of a sell, as we had entered here, if you wanted to use the strategy of exiting after a break, then maybe you would have exited around here. It would have reduced your profit anyways. That's the reason why using support and resistance, horizontal support and resistance levels can be very beneficial. Okay, now when you are swing trading, it's important to consider your time frame. Okay, swing traders usually might be looking at 4 hours, one day, depending on how long you want your trades to be. You can be looking at even 1 week time frame. If you want to hold your trades for weeks or even perhaps months, you can consider weekly time frame. Unless you can just be looking at 4 hour time frame. You can do analysis in 4 hour time frame, is absolutely fine. So we are going to identify trend lines on this time frame. Now we're going to extend it into the future, right? So you can see. So basically, the way you use trend lines on higher time frames is the same way you use trend lines on the lower time frames. The way you use trend lines for scalping is the same way you use trend lines for swing trading. It's just that in the terms of swing trading, it might take you longer period of time to wait for price to get to the trend line, and it might also take you longer period of time for price to get to the take profit level compared to scalping. Okay, yeah, so but basically it functions the same way. Whether you are trading in the direction of a trend, you just wait for a bounce off the support or bounce off the resistance if it is a downtrend line, or if it's a breakout you're trading, just wait for price to break out and you wait for a retest, and then you enter in the direction of the breakout. Set your stop loss appropriately and set your take profit appropriately. Basically, you can be using support and resistance zones to determine your take profit levels. Support and resist horizontal support and resistance zones. Okay, it's very, very important. And then you can also consider adding other indicators just for additional confirmation. Yes, you can decide to add maybe indicators like The moving averages can serve as additional confirmation. If you, since we are talking about swing trading, then you might want to look at moving averages with higher periods. For example, we can be using the 50-day and 200-day moving averages now, since it is swing trading we are talking about, right? So we can use that for additional confirmation. When price is trading above the moving averages, signals a bullish trend. When price is trading below it, it signals a bearish trend. And then when you have a bullish crossover, it shows that a bullish momentum is at play. And we have a bearish crossover, it shows that bearish momentum is at play. So you can use that to just add to your confirmation signals. Okay. Now, it's important for you to know that risk management is paramount. Do not trade with an amount you cannot afford to lose, and make sure you observe good risk to reward ratio. Okay, make sure that you practice on demo before going into live trading. Okay, it's very important. Now, trend lines are powerful tools for swing trading that can enhance your trading decisions and help you maximize profits. By understanding how to identify swing highs and lows, draw accurate trend lines, and recognize support and resistance, you can navigate the markets with greater confidence. Okay, practice, practice, practice. Take time to practice drawing trend lines on historical charts and observing how they align with price movements is very important. Okay, the more you practice, the more intuitive it will become. All right, okay. So I hope you found this video insightful. Kindly like and subscribe for more trading insights. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more trading updates. Thanks for watching. Happy trading.